on YouTube? How's everybody doing? Good to be back on the Tiger Fitness channel. My videos, by the way, I post one every single day. Videos are at youtube.com/at Lobliner TV. That's youtube.com/at Lobliner TV. Good to see you guys. Just want to give you a quick update. The Olympia is coming up, and I'm still sticking to my guns, man. I think Derek's going to win the whole thing. I do think Derek's going to win the whole thing. Derek just hasn't gotten worse. I don't see Hottie like improving his structure to beat him from a structure. I think Derek's going to come in better condition. I think Samson's going to look good. I think Nick's going to look amazing. I think there's going to be I think Andrew's going to look amazing. I think Brandon Curry's going to crack top 5. A lot of people don't even have Brandon on the top 5. I don't know how you don't have a guy who placed 4th last year and won the whole thing in 2019, got 2nd in 2020. I don't know why anybody doesn't have Brandon Curry in their top 5. I can't tell you why, because Brandon placed top 5 last year, and he's put a lot into it this year. I think he doesn't post any updates. That's the thing also with Brandon. Like his legs, this, that. His legs were good enough to win the Mr. Olympia, right? So I think he's going to come in looking better than ever. I think he's going to come in looking sharp. He's going to crack top 5. A lot of people don't even talk about Brandon Curry. I haven't seen him in one person's top 5. So I'm going to put it out there right now. I think Brandon Curry's cracking top 5. I think Derek's getting 1st. As for who's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, man, there's so many good bodybuilders now. So many good bodybuilders. You got Nick. You got Samson. You got Andrew. I don't think Hunter Labrada is a top 5 guy yet. I think he might get there. I just don't think he's there yet. I think Martin Fitzwater is going to do really well. I think he's going to turn a lot of heads. I mean, this is the most stacked Olympia lineup we've had in a long time. But the reason people don't talk about Brandon is because he doesn't do any pro shows because he doesn't have to. So you got, Andrew doing a show like this weekend. You got Hunter doing shows. You got Samson doing shows. Brandon's not doing anything. And Brandon doesn't even do much on social media, right? Brandon just posts about his Greg Doucette's a smart guy. I'm glad I didn't see that video. I've been traveling a lot. I haven't seen a lot of people. I just see Instagram because I scroll through Instagram when I'm on my flight. I get the internet. I scroll through Instagram. But I do think I think Brandon's going to place 5th, if not higher. I do think he's going to place 5th. Other than that, what do you guys think? What do you guys see for winning? I don't see Hottie beating Derek. I don't see Samson beating Derek. I don't see anybody beating Derek Lunsford. I just don't see anybody beating Derek Lunsford. I just don't see it happening. But if you guys know, the chat's open, and the chat's really retarded right now. But it seems like retards just love this channel. But we do. Chris Bumstead is not in open bodybuilding. Chris is going to win Classic. I mean, that's a given. I don't think the new guys are gonna beat Chris. I just don't think anybody's in the same realm as Chris Bumstead. I don't think anybody is in that same fucking atmosphere. But Bumstead is not an open bodybuilder. I'm talking about open bodybuilding. So, as far as he's concerned, I mean, I don't see anybody being Bumstead as long as he decides to compete. I just don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. If you guys see it happening, that's cool. I just don't see it happening. I just don't see anybody being Bumstead. Like Ramon looks good. That other dude, I forgot his name. What's his name? Not the Miracle Bear, that other guy. Yeah, I mean, I just don't see that happening. As far as men's physique, I couldn't tell you one person competing in men's physique. I'm pretty much just open bodybuilding. That's what I'll give my opinion on. And then Bumstead. Like Bumstead's pretty much the definition of classic physique right now. I don't see anybody beating him. He's nearly perfect. He's nearly perfect. So with that being said, let's open this up to questions. Is a live Q&A. I give this about another 15 minutes. Just want to kind of give the Olympia thing to kick off conversation. And we absolutely can get this open. So where's the juice? I don't know. I don't know where the juice is. Ozempic Olympia. I'm not sure what that means. And I'm pretty sure those guys aren't taking Ozempic. Their main issue is they have to diet, but these guys, their calories are still so high. WTF is it so hard to admit you're juicing? You kidding? I've never denied taking anything. I've been very open. For the past, since 2013, I've been on 150 milligrams. I started at 200. Right now, I'm on 150 milligrams a week of TRT, 150 milligrams a week, and 5 days a week I take 2 IUs of HGH, all prescribed by my doctor. I'm not on any extracurriculars. I don't take anything off my prescriptions. I used to take metformin for health, but I found that I take ambrosia alchemy instead, which has dihydroberberine in it and NC2, which I find is better for me, and also the data's behind it. So that's what I take. I've never denied. I don't know why people come on somebody's stream and they're like, "Why don't you admit you're juicing?" And I'm like, "Okay, okay, I'm on prescribed TRT." And then they're, "Oh, did you ask? Like, did you ask? Should I start out every stream with, 'Hi guys, I'm Marc Lobliner. I take steroids.' Like, what goes through your pea brain, bro? Am I on trend? No. Steroids for life. Good for you. Um, hey mom, not gonna peck pop. That's weird. Just admit to federal crimes. If you need to ask, you shouldn't know anyways. I mean, look, man. Yeah, that is true. Like, if you are on steroids, you probably shouldn't tell the DEA about it publicly. Although it seems like a lot of people do and nobody ever busts them. But I'm honest, man. I'm not. I'm not. It is what it is. But if you want to believe I am, that's a compliment to my physique and the hard work I put in, despite, operating on 3 hours of sleep a night this week because I've been traveling for work. Hell, I'll take the compliment, man. I'm 44 years old. I'll take any compliment I can get. I got a job in oh, thank you. A real question. I got a job in finance working 78 hours a week. I do 4 walks a week, but my sleep schedule is horrible with 3 to 6 hours on average. You are absolutely damaging your health by putting your job first, but I do the same thing. At the end of the day, you're a man and your job is to provide. Your job is to provide for your family. Your job is to provide for your wife and your children. So honestly, if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. Just give you a heads up. I yesterday I was in Chicago for a day trip. So I woke up at 3 a.m. I took a flight to Chicago. I worked in Chicago all day. I got home at 10 o'clock p.m. Went to bed, and today I had to be up early because one of the youth athletes I trained was getting an ACL test. He tore his ACL before he started working with us, so I was there to support him. So I only got like 3 hours of sleep last night. Got 3 hours of sleep the night before, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, and that's why tonight I'm doing the sauna. Getting my body back, sweating out all the bullshit in my body. I just got done coaching my kids' football practice for the last 3 hours, and had to drop off a couple kids, give them a ride home. Now I'm here detoxing. I'll get a good 6 to 8 hours of sleep tomorrow. My daughter's in town for the weekend, hang out with her a little bit, get a lot of work done tomorrow, and then sleep in a little bit because we don't have our game till 12:30 on Saturday for my son's football team. From Zach, saw you at a wrestling tournament in Virginia Beach. That was such a good time, man. Yeah, I took my son there. We'll be doing it again this year too. I really enjoyed that tournament. We also did Iowa and we did the Deep South or the Dirty South, whichever. I forgot what it was called. So we did 3 national tournaments this year. I'm very happy with what he did. It was a very, very, very good tournament. I really enjoyed Virginia Beach, and we'll be back. So if anybody has some kids who are wrestling in Virginia Beach, I'll see you there. Maybe we go get a workout in before they start, huh? So the gym's right down the road. Yes, Darren, lack of sleep does indeed damage your health. In fact, the American Heart Association has said that, basically one of the biggest heart risks is lack of sleep. Hey, Portugal, what's up, Luis? How you doing, brother? I gained 30 pounds last month on my first cycle. I'm 5'6", started at 161, now 190. Just be careful. That's all I got to say. Does lack of pussy affect my muscles? We answer everything here. So, there's those no fap guys who claim that not ejaculating. I find that overall, when my wife and I are more frequent with our interactions, that I do have a better distemperament. I'm happier, and I just notice I love life more. So I would say that if you like your life and you're in a relationship with someone you love and you're having intimacy, I think that benefits all areas of your life, including gains. On test and MK677, fantastic. While you have a lot of veins, I'm in a sauna and it's really hot. So yeah, the needle is listening. We got a lot of things. Can you reach the center of your back to watch it? No, I can't reach the center, but I can reach a lot of it. And for that, they make scrub brushes, and I make sure to use it. Is it worth taking a protein powder? So protein powder is essentially powdered food. So if you're going by the ISSN recommended gram of protein per pound of body weight per day, then It's really hard to get that from whole food sources, which is why I make a protein called MTS Nutrition Machine Whey. Or if you want something else, we have Ambrosia Planta. Not only can you buy it on tigerfitness.com, Ambrosia Collective, but it's also found at all Sprouts and Vitamin Shop nationwide, and it'll be found at GNC in the next 4 weeks. Can you do a kickflip? I cannot. Beta alanine, what's your views? I like beta alanine a lot. It's not an acute thing, it builds up. I recommend taking 6 to 12 grams in divided doses, meaning no more than 2 to 3 grams per dose, or else you might get extreme paresthesis, which is basically tingles. When should I start TRT? I'm 36, working out 6 days a week. It's perfect. I would talk to your doctor. I have a good doctor. I can give you, if you DM me on Instagram, at Marc Lobliner, that's at MarcLobliner. I will go ahead and share with you my doctor's information. He works with anybody across the United States in hormone health and wellness. But that's a question for a doctor. There's no age. Like different people, like some people might be 70 years old with a huge, super great testosterone count, feel great, thriving at life. For that, you don't need TRT. TRT is only good if you need it. 1 day a week HIIT training, Mike Mentzer style, and 4 days a week spin bike. I'm 42. I would recommend more weight training per week. I definitely would. But hey, it's better than nothing, my brother. You definitely look fantastic for real. Still bodybuilder level size. Thank you, Darren. I greatly appreciate that. I'm trying to gain weight because I don't eat enough. Like I was up to 215 and a half, and I went to Chicago yesterday. I packed meals with me. Also, I was at Lifetime Fitness. I trained and then I worked out of their cafe in Illinois, and I still lost 2 pounds yesterday. So, it's annoying because I don't want to be this lean. Your body is your responsibility. You're absolutely right. Growing your hair and beard, you'll be the next liver king. It's not what I want to be. I've already answered the whole steroid question. We can move on from that. Question for Marc: AAKG max daily dosage. It's not even really worth taking. It's not going to really do much for you. The max dosage. So honestly, the data is like 20 plus grams, but that's the point where you get diarrhea. You'll know the maximum dose because you'll start shitting yourself. You look like Triple H. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I feel like a full-on open jar of pickles would bounce right off your forehead. You're probably correct. You should start TRT after you test low 3 separate times over the year. And also, so TRT, Darren, depends on how you feel as well. There's no set numbers, right? A lot of it has to do with how you feel. So if someone has 600 tests, but they feel run down like shit, and we got to test their free test, their SHBG, there's a lot to it. And again, I'm not a doctor. I got that pretty head with the skin over the tip. Well, good for you, man. Damn, that was the perfect answer to the sex question. Thank you, Darren. Congrats for your attitude about the subject. My pleasure, Louise. I'm a female. Can I get a skinny body in 1 month? Just gonna be honest, it depends how fat you are now. So if you're relatively lean, yes. But if you're fat, no. It just depends how fat you are. What's up, brother? I have a question. I would highly appreciate it if you could show us a glimpse of your feet. On to the next one. I eat 4 eggs and 20 grams of soya bean a day. Okay. That's all you eat? What's your steroid cycle? If you rewatch this over, we addressed the whole steroid thing in the beginning. Have you done BJJ? I know you boxed, obviously, but just curious. I have no intention of trying a new sport, so I have wrestled, not competitively, but I've just practiced it because I coach it. So I've practiced it. I coach strength and conditioning, so just want to know it. So I actually took some wrestling classes, just learned the basics. I'm by no means a good wrestler, but I have no intention of ever doing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Again, the steroid thing, if you rewind this when we're done, you can watch that. Trump or Kamala? I'm voting for Trump. How much actual Winnie, Anavar, Tren, and test are you on? 0. I don't take Winnie. I don't take Anavar. I don't take Tren. I'm on 150 milligrams of test a week, and I'm on 2 IUs of growth hormone 5 days a week. I just saw a live of a girl who got homeless and looking for tents. This is the most schizophrenic fucking live I've ever been in. Bro, you're looking low. Thank you, Detroit. Tips for joint health. Well, I mean, you want to make sure your essential fatty acid intake is right. Like, you don't want to have a lack of fatty acids in your diet, but also just simple things, right? Like, take care of yourself. If you're doing movements that hurt it, be cautious with it. One supplement I'd recommend is Ambrosia Golden. It is a super turmeric. It is hydrocurc, which actually dissolves really good. It's really great bioavailability. That's something you could take for it. And I always take MTS Nutrition Fish Oil. We have it at tigerfitness.com. Coupon code Derek at DEREK. Coupon code Derek gets you 10% off everything on Tiger Fitness. I see your booby. There's two of them. You look like the turkey when it's tied up. That's pretty good. From Vlad the kebabber. This morning I ate 6 eggs, 4 pieces of toast, 7 pieces of bacon, 2 glasses of milk, cooked the eggs and bacon grease. Fantastic. From Ace, Mr. Toe just smashed his big toe off with a hammer on live. Well, that's fucking crazy. I'm not going to bounce my chest. I'm not going to give a shout out to your friend Meinega. Do you like the carnivore diet? For certain applications, yes. Personally, for me, my metabolism is too high, and I cannot eat that amount of meat and fat without carbohydrate. I've tried it. I lose too much weight, and right now, it's just not. I also get very fatigued because my body churns through energy really fast. And I'm very, very, very active. From here, you look amazing. Thank you, Luis. I already gave the tips for troublesome joints. If you could rewind this when I'm done. Can I see your arms? They're not very big. Low body fat, nice physique. Thank you. Man, sorry for the weirdos, although I guess they help the views. I'll take all the weirdos I can get right now. Best supplement for pumps. So MTS Nutrition has a supplement called Vasky. It has nitrosogene, hydromax, and taurine. 3 simple ingredients, 1 great price. Thoughts on Tongkat Ali dosage? Off the top of my head, I don't know. I don't think Tongkat Ali is that great on its own. I wouldn't worry about it. I don't think it's going to do much for you on its own. If it's in a blend and it's synergistic with other things, it might help a little bit, but I don't think it's anything to worry about. How long would it take you to consume a horse? Hooves and bones included. I don't know. I'm 6'3", 190. I think it would take me like 2 days. I'm not eating hooves. What's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Simply Deep? Simply Deep in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Simply Deep is back with us. Nice bicep. Thank you, Luis. Any more questions, let me know. If not, I'm going to sign off this thing. It's a little bit late. I haven't been on here much, but I just wanted to get with you guys. Big hugs to you, Luis. Thank you so much. Portugal, here's a beautiful country. Simply Deep, I couldn't be better, man. My daughter's coming to visit this weekend. Just got done coaching football practice. Got a big game this week. Pretty excited about it for my 11 and 12-year-old team. And my high school boys are playing tomorrow night. So it's really fun. Do I have a fiber supplement recommendation? I really don't. I really don't at this time. Take care, big bye. You too, Omar. From Yakub's, God bless you, my friend. You too, my man. You too. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Yeah, fiber. I mean, you get by with Metamucil, to be honest with you. When I was prepping, I would take a tablespoon of Metamucil every night just because my food intake was lower and I was having a bit of the issues getting bathroom stuff going. So I would just take a tablespoon of Metamucil a night and it would just keep me regular. That's an option. It's available everywhere. It's relatively inexpensive. You can also go to Trader Joe's, get pure psyllium husk. I played defensive end and tight end. Absolute dog. Edge, dog, fucking dog. Still looking sexy, Mark. Thank you, Simply Deep. Peace and love from Japan. I hear Japan's beautiful. I hear it's very clean too. I hear the citizens take a lot of pride in their communities. That's fantastic. Can't get much better than that when you are prideful of where you live. Yeah, I would love to go to Japan one day. Would love to go. I hear it's amazing. Everybody who goes there is like, this place is amazing. Were you the shortest tight end ever? I wasn't a tight end. I was a nose guard and a fullback and pulling guard. I'm not tall enough to be a tight end, but nose guard was great. No one got lower than me. It was really awesome. I had a great time playing football. But right now, I just coach my kids. I'm not playing football now. I'm old, very old, so I just don't coach my kids. Tom Brady did it, but I'm not going to do it. 44 years old, I'm tapped. I'm completely tapped out from playing football. I would love to play one more game, but not at the pro level. I'd play at like fucking U45 level or something. Best probiotics, I take Immortal. That's great. Could also add in Ambrosia Flora. So Immortal has some in it. But look into Ambrosia Flora. It's a great blend of 14 key probiotics in a perfect amount. So look into also Machine Uptake. Machine Uptake is a delicious chewable wafer with 0 calories. It's chocolate. It's delicious. So you can just get Machine Uptake next time you order your Immortal and just chew like 2 of them a day. It's delicious. Been a fan since 2015. Keep up the content. Thank you so much, Kirk. I appreciate it. Thank you. Much appreciated. Couldn't appreciate that more. That means a lot. It really does. Anything further, guys? Any actual questions? Any actual questions other than how much steroids am I on? How many steroids am I on? Anytime J. Ant De Jesus Scalp. That's a long name. Is that your full name? It's a long name. Signing a document must take you a long time. You got to abbreviate it. Where it's like JADS, Jads. Time does fly, Robert. I'm telling you, man. Just like that, my daughter's in college. It's crazy. It's absolutely nuts. When you look at that, when you look back, you're like, holy shit, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Oh, Lord. Anyway, guys, you have yourself a terrific rest of your night.